Welcome. Today is all about building a strong foundation for healthy knees. When your knees hurt, life is just not good, right? So today I'll guide you through some very simple exercises to help you build that foundation, strengthen those muscles around the knees so that you have the support you need to move with much more ease and less pain. You'll want enough space where you can spread out, of course, and a space today where you can slide your legs up and down. I have socks on today because it makes the sliding a little bit easier. You might want that too. You'll also want a folded towel or blanket that we'll be placing underneath the leg. With that, go get ready. I'm glad you're here, and I'll see you on the mat. Today's affirmation: I lovingly care for my body and honor its needs. We'll start today in a seated position. Now you could lean up against the couch or a chair, or maybe just sit, extend one leg and lift the other just high enough so that you can point and flex the toe. The exercises we're doing today work great in a daily routine, but today we'll be working in sets of 10, so feel free to start by completing every other repetition or doing as many as you can, and then working your way to get stronger every day. Now just make some circles in one direction and then switch and make circles in the opposite direction. And we'll switch right to the other side. Lifting that knee, point and flex about 10 times. So what we're doing here, not only warming up the muscles around the knee, but we're strengthening the muscles in the lower legs and the ankle that help stabilize the entire leg and reduce the risk of twisting and overloading the knee. And now let's make those circles. One direction just a few times, and then the opposite direction. All right, good start. So now we'll move on to those exercises where we slide the feet up and down. We'll start with the knees bent. Rest your hands behind you just for support. Extend that left leg out, and then slide the leg back up towards your bottom. Extend it out, keeping contact with the floor as you slide up and down. We'll do 10 of these. Make sure that your foot and your knee are in a straight alignment and not rotating in or out. All right, just 4 more. Here's 1 and up, 2 and up. You might be feeling it now. And 3, last 1, and 4. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, slide the right leg out and gently slide it back in. Just a little pressure on the floor as you slide, being careful to keep your knee and ankle in a nice straight line. And I don't know about you, but after about 4 or 5, I start feeling this in my quadricep, but keep it going. 5 more. Here's 1 and 2 and 3. 2 more. 4. Keep that nice and straight. Last one. Here we go. Slide it up. All right, from here, extend both legs and sit up on your sit bones. Flex and point the toes 10 times, working the lower leg muscles and the muscles in the thighs, as well as your calf muscles. We're going to do 10. Here's 5 and point, 6 and point. Strengthening the muscles and creating that strong foundation for your knees. Last one. And relax. Now this next exercise is an absolute must for knee stability. You'll want the left leg straight with just a little bit of bend in the knee. The other leg can be straight or bent. And what we'll do is we'll contract the thigh muscle and actively pull the kneecap up towards the hip. Squeeze and hold, and then relax. Tighten the muscle again, pull the kneecap up for 5 seconds, and relax. Tighten and pull the kneecap up, 5 seconds, and relax. Tighten again, pull the kneecap up, activating the muscles and tendons to guide that kneecap into the perfect groove. Relax. Tighten again, pull the kneecap up, hold, and release. Again, pull the kneecap up, feel the muscles working, hold, and release. Again, tighten, hold, and release. Keep going if you can. Rest if you need to. Tighten and hold. And release. All right, let's do it. Tighten and hold. Knees, don't fail me now. All right, release. Last one. Tighten and hold. Make it count. You got this. And release. All right, switch legs. Extend the right leg out. Bend the left knee. Contract the thigh muscle, lift the kneecap up, and hold for 5 seconds. And release. Squeeze and hold again, working those muscles, pulling the kneecap up, and release. Again. Strengthening the muscles that move the kneecap right into the right place and keep it from shifting side to side. Relax. Contract. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax and contract. You got this. Keep it going. Keep this pattern going. Do as many as you can. And tighten. Relax. Again. Tighten. Pull it up. You can do every other one. You can do every one. You can do this several times a day. Relax and tighten. Relax and contract. 3, 4, 5. Relax. Squeeze and hold. Last one. You're almost done. And relax. Okay, let's move on. Straight leg raises. You can do this lying on your back or leaning back on your elbows. I'm going to lean back on my elbows today. This helps the focus stay on the knees. Straighten the leg out. You want to work first. Get yourself comfortable. Resting your shoulders back and down, chin is neutral. Now tighten the muscles around the kneecap. Lift the straightened leg up to the height of the opposite knee and then back down again. We'll do a set of 10, so rest if you need to, every other one, or do 5 and rest 5. Lift again. Here's 4 and down. And 5 and down, making the quadriceps do the work, and down, and 7 and down, and 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more, and there you go. You got it. All right. Switch sides. Extend the right leg out. Engage the muscle. Lift up to the height of the knee and lower back down. Carefully, taking your time, maybe pause for a moment at the top and lower down. Slowly and controlled. Take your time. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7. Who turned on the heat? And 8. Are you feeling it too? 9. Just one more. 10 and all the way down. Let's come back up again with both legs extended in front of you. This is where you'll want the folded blanket, towel, or firm pillow. Place the blanket or towel under your knee, and you'll want your knee bent slightly at about a 15 to 30 degree bend. It might be more comfortable to bend that opposite knee. You'll tighten that muscle in the top of the thigh again. Press slightly down into the blanket, and as you do, you'll lift the heel up off the floor, straightening the leg. Pause at the top, and then lower down. We'll do that again. Press down into the floor, contract the muscle, lift the heel, and lower down. Squeeze and lift. Pause at the top, lower down. And here's 4. Let's keep going. These are super exercises for strengthening the legs. Lower down. Minimal stress on the knees. And lower down again. Building strength. And lower down. Holding again. Squeeze and lift. And lower down. Squeeze, lift, pause, and lower down. Again, right there. Lower down. Here we go. You're almost done. And lower down. Keep it going. You got this. And lower down. Wow. All right, let's move to the other side. Place that blanket underneath your thigh and your knee. And this time we'll do something fun. I'll give you an affirmation with each time you're going to lift. All right, contract and lift. I'm healing inside and out. Relax. I radiate health and energy. And relax. My body is my ally. Relax. My body is strong and capable. And relax. Every cell in my body vibrates life and energy. Relax. I'm healing inside and out. Relax. I'm at peace with my body. And relax. I trust my body's natural healing power. Relax. I allow myself to rest if I need it. Relax. My body heals itself. And relax. Wow. Be very proud of yourself for showing up today and doing these exercises. We have one more exercise and then a well-deserved rest. Find your way all the way down to your back with your knees bent. You're going to take your blanket or pillow and place it between your knees. Step the feet closer together so that you can hold that pillow or blanket tightly between the knees. Bring your feet a little closer to your bottom. Squeeze the knees in, take a breath in, exhale, and lift the hips up to your bridge. Hands are just rested by your side. Feet are pressing into the floor. Breathe. Hold and relax. Take a breath in, exhale, adjust wherever you need to, and then lift the hips up into your bridge again. We're only doing 5 of these this time. Hold, do as many as you can, and rest when you need to. Squeezing the thighs together, pressing down into the feet, and lower down. Take a breath or 2 here and adjust wherever you need to before we go again. Breath in, exhale out, and lift the hips, pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. Keep squeezing that blanket between your knees. And lower back down. All right, take a little break. Take some breaths. Relax the knees, but don't drop your pillow. Adjust where you need to. Squeeze the knees together. Exhale and lift the hips. Pressing into the feet. Arms resting by your sides. Chin is neutral. Keep breathing. Lower down. All right, there's just one more. You've got this. Make this one count. Adjust if you need to. Take a breath in. Squeeze the thighs and lift. Holding, breathing, getting stronger and more stable. And lower back down. Remove that blanket or pillow, and I think I'll use it as a headrest today. Bring your feet as wide as your mat and allow your knees to just knock in together, allowing your knees complete rest. All you need to do is breathe. You can stay right here and enjoy this rest for the next minute. Or perhaps you'd like to extend the legs out. Bring your hands together and reach up overhead for a full body stretch. Big breath in and nice slow exhale out. And just find your favorite position to rest. You are amazing. Be very proud of yourself for taking the time for you today. You can rest here for as long as time allows you. But if you're ready, bend your knees, roll to your side, and come back to sitting. Thank you so much for joining me today in this session for healthy and strong knees. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below about how you felt with these exercises. If you know someone that might benefit from these exercises, pass it along. Namaste and peace be with you. I'll see you next time. Bye.